They put the sap, when they got it from the trees, in this kettle, and they'd light a fire, and then it boiled down, and when it got to a syrup type stage, they would take it in their houses, and the ladies of the house would finish it off. And that was a kind of a slow all-day process. The other problem was that when they finished the syrup in the house, of course, it created vapor and it was sticky, so the kitchens ended up to be a sticky mess. Well, nowadays we do it a little differently with the technology, and we have a sugar shack, and it's boiled down with all kinds of technology so that the process is quicker and you get a better product.
Okay. So traditionally though, I mean, this would be the first step from the sap to...
Yeah, this would be the first step. They gather it by, well, the bucket method, which you can see in your back there. And they would pour the buckets in there, and that would be the sap. And it took 40 gallons of sap to get 1 gallon of syrup. So it was a slow process, and you didn't get a real large quantity of sap, or syrup rather.
How much would one tree produce as far as sap?
Well, it depends on nature. Sometimes the sap will flow just like a water faucet. Other times it will dribble out. Now today it's not flowing at all because it's not warm enough. So the sap flow depends really on the weather. To have a good sap flow, it should be cold at night and warm in the day, and that'll make the sap flow. I don't know of any specific amount of any specific tree, but a tree needs to be at least 10 inches in diameter, and that would probably take 40 years of growth to get to that level.
Wow.
Now you can put more taps in a tree, probably up to say 3 taps per tree, and you have to use a different tap hole each year. You can't use the same tap hole. And as long as nature cooperates, the sap will flow, and you can gather it and boil it down, and that's what Mark does inside the sugar shack.